Okay, so this video is about going resources. If you have any questions or need to look up any information as far as web development goes, obviously Google, just Google it. Just Google it, Google it, Google it, Google it until it's stuck in your head. Whatever problem you have, just Google the problem, Google the error. Once you start building your web development vocabulary, Googling is going to become easier because it's hard sometimes to describe the issue you're having. But once your vocabulary, like HTML element, in JavaScript, need to move or stuff like that, versus, I'm trying to move this code. Um, Once your vocabulary starts to get better, then Googling will start becoming a lot easier in the beginning. If you're looking for tutorials, NetTuts is a very great place to come and kind of search for tutorials based on different things they post up, like every day or every week or something. W3 Schools is a great beginner place for references on CSS and HTML5 and JavaScript and PHP and JSON and all sorts of stuff. So as you can see here, and we'll be going over what server side means and things like that in another video. Then you have Stack Overflow. It's kind of like when you Google, you're gonna see a lot of Stack Overflow returns, so or results. So you can just kind of go to Stack Overflow and ask your question here. How to edit HTML element. And then you're just gonna get the results. You could sign up and start asking questions or start helping people with some questions. And then we have Code Academy, which is a great and seems like a fun way to kind of get started in learning some of this stuff. And you can learn your scripting language here, which JavaScript and jQuery. jQuery is a framework, so it's like an extension of JavaScript. JavaScript is the bare bones, is the original. Like, this is it. So is PHP, Python, and Ruby, and each of these, JavaScript, PHP, Python, and Ruby, have frameworks, such as jQuery is the framework of JavaScript, such as Zend or CodeIgniter or Laravel, or so many frameworks. And I think this one, Python, has Django, and you've obviously might have heard of Ruby on Rails. That's for Ruby. So, and we'll get into frameworks later on. Then you have LocalHost Stacks, and a stack is basically something that is stacked. Like this comes with Apache. This is for Mac. This comes with Apache, MySQL, and for PHP. And then for Windows, you have XAMPP, which is Apache, MySQL, PHP, Perl. So this is used for local development. So before you develop this in a live server or anywhere else, you want to develop it locally, make sure things work, and then you can push to a repository or to the server FTP. And again, don't be overwhelmed by what I'm just saying right now. It's we're gonna cover this stuff. So feel free to download this stuff and go through the documentation here. It's always very important for you to go through documentations when you're going to go into something you don't know. So reading is very important. Just read, and read the same line 10,000 times if you have to, so you can understand it. Then you're gonna need tools for editing, and some of these tools are like Text Wrangler, Sublime, Notepad++, Dreamweaver. It all depends on what operating system you prefer, and it's another thing I can go over in another video. But I just kind of want to show you some of the kind of references. And you got the PHP manual, the Ruby on Rails documentation. Like, documentation is the key word for today. Like, read it. If it exists for what you're going to be using, read the documentation. Thank you.